darkness envelops the moonless night. One man's blade flashes like lightning, his spirit a raging storm. From the shadows, he cuts through the darkness.
All right.
Sorry. I just need you to take a little nap. Concealment talisman's damaged. Was there a magical barrier? The talisman indicates I'm close.
Lord Gabak, our country needs you!
Bring us the Sword of Salvation! Beloved compatriots of the Society of Salvation. As you are no doubt aware, our homeland is in great... Only we Westerners and the Society of Salvation can save it.
Oh? Then that means...
The day we attain this great power is close at hand. I, Juan Gabak, solemnly swear to make your dreams of salvation a reality.
Spare nothing for the glory of our nation!
My body must kill!
What's going on?
Good! Good! Now go forth and kill! Harvest more souls for the fragments of soul. All who remain able-bodied shall help save this land.
You sure do love a spectacle.
Relax. My magic is keeping us hidden, though it would seem someone has found us. Who's there? But, threat or not, you won't leave this place alive.
Guess I have to fight. Looks like a tree, but I won't let you harm anyone else. See? Not impressed. Come at me while you can. Crumble. While you can. No, my true strength. There's no escape. If only I had gotten here sooner.
So, you can wield talismans. You're either working for a monk or are one yourself. No matter, your talisman magic is no match for the great Gabak. Flash of flame, scorching land, manifest and come to my aid!
His spells are powerful.
Now, with my conflagration spell keeping you at bay...
Roaring wind!
Ah!
Gotcha.
Farewell.
He was good. I see now it was the frag...
Shame on you, Sword of Cursed Flames. You know I can't fight well.
Apologies, Princess.
It's fine. I must admit I'm enjoying myself.
I've returned, Royal Inspector.
There's no need for titles. I've been retired for some time now. Please, call me Su Hyun.
I wrapped the fragments in talismans as you instructed. With these, I believe I have atoned for my past.
Indeed, fine work. I will excise these fragments and prepare them for the Mirror of Evil's bane in these ruins. And the talismans I provided you were useful?
Very.
I see. Then it may finally be time for you to venture west. Here, take these new talismans. I am no expert in talisman magic, so imbuing them with profound power is bone-breaking work. Even the convenient ones take time to prepare.
Thank you very much.
Do not use them with reckless abandon. That talisman temporarily affords you a great deal of power, but the stronger the adept, the more it takes. You would do well to remember that. You have already died once before.
I haven't been back to Jiri-san in some time now. Was it here they wanted me to? It was also many moons ago that I brought Mina here. I wonder if she's still as scrappy as she's always been.
Well, if it isn't the esteemed Sir Huang Song-gyong, and for whom might you be waiting?
Oh, I was told to wait here. Mina, you sounded like a completely different person.
Caught you off guard, huh? You wouldn't be the first to act so surprised. Come on, we can catch up while we walk.
So, I guess you've been keeping up with your studies?
That's right. I've been going over the 4 books and 5 classics again. I should really treat my father with more respect.
I never thought I'd hear you, of all people, say something like that.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I also figure if I start buckling down more, maybe my father will turn a blind eye.
There's the Mina.
There's the Dojang. Okay, I should probably put my formal airs back on. Hey, that reminds me. Remember Yun Song?
Thank you for taking the time to see me, Master.
No need to thank me. I very much enjoy these periodic visits. Thank you, Mina, for escorting Huang here.
I'll prepare a cup of the citron tea you're so fond of. With that, I leave you two to your conversation.
Huang, I must thank you for all that you've done for Mina. It seems that second trip away from home has changed her for the better.
Actually, the second journey might have done us both a world of good.
Many suitors have visited us, asking for Mina's hand in marriage. Well, we haven't time for that today. Please, tell me more about what troubles you.
Thank you. I wanted to talk to you about the Sword of Salvation.
Huang's mind reeled as he thought back on his second journey. Much of the information he risked his life to gather centered around one sword. Those seeking longevity call it the key to eternal youth. Those craving wealth know it as the treasure of kings. And to those defending their homeland, it is the Sword of Salvation.
The veracity of this information, however, is unclear.
What are you suggesting, Huang?
Master, do you think the Soul Edge might actually be the Sword of Salvation?
now see what has you so troubled. You are aware of the power struggle between Easterners and Westerners, yes?
I am. Rumors of the Sword of Salvation spread among the Westerners, but Easterners have rejected it.
Indeed. Many Westerners are fervently searching for Soul Edge as we speak.
And I was among those tasked with seeking it out.
We of the Songdo-Zhong have chosen not to take sides. But given that my friend and your compatriot Yi Sun-Shin is an Easterner, we may soon find ourselves embroiled.
No doubt my misgivings about the Sword of Salvation will draw attention as well.
The fighting has only worsened in recent years. Chong Chol, the leader of the Westerners, would purge all in his way if given the chance.
This is no time to start a civil war.
You have always been selfless.
But we can't let this conflict consume our home.
Huang, you must learn to do what's best for yourself. If Mina is capable of such change, then so are you.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
The citron tea's gotten cold. I brought Father some, but maybe I'll just drink this one myself. Forgive me, Wong.
It's okay.
Well, I think you'll be fine either way. But if you ask me, you shouldn't change to fit someone else's idea of you. I mean, people change if and when they feel it's necessary. That's the one thing I didn't learn from you.
Mina,
Oh, here! I brought some yakwa.
thanks. It's sweet.
I know, right? All that talk of Westerners got me thinking. Do you know anything about the Society of Salvation?
No.
When a Westerner named Juan Gabak tried to sweet-talk me, he mentioned something about knowing how to make full use of the Soul Edge.
Juan Gabak told Mina that the Society of Salvation formed in just the past year. It seems the Society possesses jewels connected to the Sword of Salvation. For what purposes the Society wields this power, or how they intend to use the Sword of Salvation, remains a mystery.
Sometimes I forget Mina isn't a child anymore. That Society of Salvation you mentioned sounds a lot like a group called the Qualifiers. They were undone by their own nefarious ways, but the Society's plans are yet in motion. Who's there?
You're Songyang Huang, aren't you? I am called Oct.
What is a child like you doing out alone at this hour?
Worried about me, are you? 1 week from today, the Society of Salvation will gather in the royal capital. A national hero like you would be more than welcome to attend.
Is this some sort of trap? So this is what a gathering looks like.
Look! It's Lord Gabak! Shh! He's about to speak! Beloved compatriots of the Society of Salvation, thank you. Rest assured that we Westerners and the Society at large remain undaunted, for the Sword of Salvation would ensure we emerge from this crisis.
So that's Juan Gabak. He doesn't act like a typical government official.
And to that end, we have a very special guest. I am, of course, speaking of the hero who traveled the world and back twice, Hwang Song-gyong.
What?
It seems the young warrior is hiding. Perhaps he doesn't do well in front of crowds. Fear not. Our medium will divine his location with these jewels.
That's the child I saw earlier.
There you are.
What? Behold, a simple feat. Roaring skies, trembling soil, wailing souls on this mortal coil, manifest and come to my aid. Not standing anymore. A pleasure to meet you, Hwang Song-gyong. I am Gabak, Sword of Cursed Flames.
Curse you. What have you done to these people?
I've used the fragments of Soul Edge to absorb their souls.
I'm going to put a stop to you.
You're too late. You're going to murder high-ranking members of the Westerner faction. Then we'll blame the Easterners, and everyone will be purged. Heroes, officials, the military, all who stand in...
You're insane if you think I'd do that.
Oh, you will do it. Once the seed of evil I've planted in you blooms.
What's happening?
Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. I'll have you kill that arrogant girl as well.
Me? Nah.
Yes, that's her.
She hasn't changed after. Well, if I have to change, then I'm doing it on my own terms!
Turned his blade on himself, did he? Well, heroes certainly know how to die in style. Now, to reduce this place to ashes...
It's only natural you still ache.
3 months?
Your wounds were nearly fatal. It's a miracle you've recovered this quickly. Thanks go to your parents for giving you such a strong constitution, but now is not the time for rest.
Master...
Correct. You'll be contending with otherworldly entities like Gabak.
Do you know him?
Of course. He brings our clan great shame. We share a common goal. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Wan Su-hyun. I am unable to leave the country. You will travel the world in my stead. It is your duty, as it was you who brought part of Soul Edge to this land.
Su-hyun regaled Hwang with tales of exploits. He learned that Soul Edge is a cursed blade, often called the Sword of Destruction, now shattered. Its fragments were scattered the world over. What few Hwang recovered fell back into Gabok's hands. Gabok intended to plunge Korea into chaos, using the power of the fragments.
I see.
You are not to blame. The fragments are practically powerless on their own. That said, the deeds accomplished on your journey were actually a great help to me.
They were?
Indeed.
After months of rigorous training, Su-hyun declares Hwang's preparation complete. But the elderly monk took note of one last obstacle, the seed of evil planted in Hwang's body. Should he come in contact with an evil aura strong enough,
The key to this final hurdle is the Mirror of Evilsbane, found here in the ruins of Motian Pass. You should, under the right conditions, be able to make use of its purifying power.
So that's why you've been protecting these ruins.
Indeed. They must never fall into the hands of Gabok and his ilk. At any rate, I only know what I've been told of the mirror. Still, if you gather enough fragments, you should be able to purge the evil from your body. However, you do not yet have the power to rid yourself. Here, take this talisman.
What is it?
It is a talisman of iron will. The stronger the adept, the more life it drains. If Gabok discovers this, I'm afraid you won't be able to defeat him. Fortunately for you, he thinks you are dead. It is for this reason that you must now fight as a faceless, nameless warrior.
You're right. I did indeed die back then. The man known as Hwang Sung-young.
Does this trouble you?
No. All the more reason to gather the Soul Edge fragments as quickly as possible.
Indeed. An ally of mine dwells where you are headed.
Thank you, Su-hyun. this is the place.
Oh, you look like a traveler.
These merchants have a secret phrase I learned on my previous journey. Has the Silver Maiden returned from the valley?
She hunted a rare beast not long ago.
Yeah.
Down the stairs in the back.
To think that Fegal Sestimus would hide one of their temples underneath a quiet town like this. It's not as big as the last one. It's leading me further in. Here we are. The evil in it leaves no doubt. That burning smell.
Intruders! Of all heretics have set fire to the temple!
Of all? Is that yet another group?
I will cut you down!
Uh-oh.
I thought my diversion would work.
So it was you who lit that fire. Didn't you think of the danger to those in the town above?
I've no obligation to explain my actions to you.
You say that, but you haven't yet done.
I feel the need to ask. Are you one of these mad cultists?
No, my true strength! If you want to know, why not ask those guys?
Of course. A wise idea.
Time's up! How did this happen?
Foolish intruders.
Does that answer your question?
My apologies for doubting you.
Sounds fun, but let me think about it.
Indeed. Let's cut our way. Lord Wilhelm, Sir Huang, that was a beautiful diversion. Thanks to you, we were able to learn a great deal about their temple.
No, thank you. That information you gave me has been a lifesaver. I never thought I would be addressed by name this far from home.
Su Hyun has long been an ally of ours. Rest assured, your secret is safe. You'll continue to work on a cure and gather information on Lord Groth? Of course. We're keeping Lord Dion and Lady Natalie of the 12 abreast of the situation. Lord Dion will soon be joining our chapter here.
You would let someone of my stature meet a high-ranking member so easily?
Of course.
And how is that?
I'm sure Lord Dion would gladly answer that question.
Understood.
Do you really intend to go to Ostrheinsburg?
I do. I need to examine the traces of the catastrophe that Soul Edge brought to this world.
Then you would do well to stop by Wolf Krone on your way.
Thanks for the offer.
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. Mina always, that. It is thanks to a friend.
Hmm? Who is this friend?
It's hard to explain. How do I really feel about Mina? She's like a sister to me.
Ah, she must be very important to you.
Yeah. I sure hope Mina's safe. Ostrainsburg Castle. This evil aura is overwhelming. Who's there?
My name is Siegfried Stauffen. If you're making for Ostrainsburg Castle, I have a favor to...
That giant sword is back. If it's important, I'll hear you.
Thank you. There are people held prisoner inside the castle. Take this map. It shows a secret passage into the underground dungeon.
I'll believe you.
I need to go.
I won't inquire further. I have no choice but to use a talisman of iron. I have to hurry, before the talisman takes its toll. Stay quiet and move quickly.
You have our thanks!
You too.
I can't. They tortured me. I can't move my legs.
Those brutal monsters.
That's enough of that now. What do you think you're doing with the father?
So, you're the wicked fiend who tortured and imprisoned these people. I recognize him. We fought once long ago. Let me ask, what are you planning to do with them?
We're refining their spirits. We need a great number of special souls. Sadly, souls never seem to ripen enough naturally for our purposes. Which trials will produce the most scrumptious souls?
You certainly like to talk about your vile misdeeds.
Vile? But I doubt you will ever understand.
Battle 1. Fight!
Combine! Combine! Perish! Calm yourself. I seek not.
Battle 2. Fight!
I remember well your skill and your strength.
Lightning storm! So my memory was right. I'm disappointed, Johann.
Battle 3. Fight!
I knew you
My
were
soul burn with purpose! Not impressed! Victory will be mine! Cease! No! Too easy! Not impressed! I have the advantage!
How wonderful! Not only your skill, but also that delightful darkness.
Darkness lurking.
Everyone has a great darkness. Fortunately, our king can open that shadowy door.
This king you speak of.
The Azure Knight was once defeated and once reborn. Did you not meet him yourself mere hours ago?
I met this Azure Knight?
Our king is a bit of a capricious, but soon that naughty habit will be rightfully repressed. Now, enough idle chatter. This castle is a vile den of malfested. I would recommend you hurry. You would do well to protect those who have already fled. We'll happily await your return.
How do you feel?
Not well. I am your country's enemy.
War is but a clash of competing values. Friend and foe can change at any moment, but this is no battlefield.
You're too soft.
The talisman's effect has worn off. What matters most, though, is ensuring my survival remains a secret.
Oh, Mina.
Well, I was wondering if there was any news about Huang?
No. The investigation of the Society of Salvation in Wan Gabak is progressing slowly. The leader of the Westerners, Chung Chol's appointment to Right State Councilor has altered the power dynamic.
Oh.
I was such a fool for telling Huang he had to change. The boy's parents died when he was just a child. Do what is right. Help those in need and never lose heart. His parents' creed shaped the man. I knew that.
Father, that's all in the past. Huang's alive. If you really want to tell him how you feel, you can do so when you see him next.
Indeed.
Huang's alive?
So it seems.
Well, if that old-timer said he met him, then it must be true. Oh, to make such an embarrassing mistake after all this
Don't be so hard on yourself. You've empowered Westerner leaders, invented a convincing story about Easterner rebellion, purged our rival.
My. To what do I owe the honor of all this praise, Princess?
I have to say I find your annoying tendencies quite endearing.
Now,
Why would you say that? I happen to think very highly of you. Fierce sword of the Inquisitor doesn't make for much fun.
I know, right? Let's continue to make things interesting then, shall we? How about we label the Song Dojang a band of rebels and have them purged as well?
You must be Sir Huang Song-gyong. It is an honor to meet you. I am Dion.
The 12 are the elite of the organization.
I would be remiss not to greet someone who aided our esteemed ally.
I'm sorry?
I speak of the Lady of the Lake.
Dion regaled Huang with stories of the Aval organization, and Huang then shared with Dion what information he had gathered. The conversation eventually turned to Huang's infiltration of Ostreinsburg.
I see. The individual you encountered was Johann Greatblade. He is a cunning outsider who once entered the Wolf-Krone kingdom under the guise of a human to try to murder the regent, Hildegard.
A malfested who's disguised himself as a human. The man who entrapped me, Wan Gabak, also had a blade-based moniker.
You're a sharp one, Sir Huang.
Huang Song-gyong.
What is this?
Suhyun.
Suhyun?
Given the severity of the situation, I'm using magic to conjure an image. I'm sure this begs further questions, but they will have to wait.
The Westerners are targeting the Songdoj.
I'm afraid so.
Understood.
Perhaps as soon as a week from today.
A week?
I'm aware of that, but I fear the worst.
There may be a way for you to return in time.
I don't care.
Very well, then. What is about to occur here must remain a secret. It appears they've come. How fortunate for us you were so close. I did not call you here for another experiment. No. Today, I'd like to make proper use of this device.
that hole...
This is what we call an astral fissure. That same dimension is the source of evil aura. There have been several reports of individuals using fissures to travel thousands of miles in an instant.
Though I hesitate to operate on blind faith, I have no other choice.
I bid you safe passage, Sir Huang.
Thank you for your help. So this is the chaotic dimension. I will reach the other side of this fissure.
You're a stubborn one. You're being very naughty. Father!
So, he finally goes down.
You use strange techniques.
Of course I do. Even with all my careful prep, I just barely managed to take him down. Anyway, all that's left is to have some fun.
I don't think so.
Girl, you lack the strength.
Oh, really? Let's test that theory. Now, take that.
Ready?
I'll never step down.
What's wrong? You're getting sluggish.
Hurry up. Now. I'll never lose. Stay up. Here you go. Hurry up. I'll never
Give up already.
If only I were strong.
If memory serves, you gave me quite a beating some time ago, and I never repaid you. Flash of flame, manifest, and come. I will burn every ounce of flesh you have.
Long.
Roaring wind!
Oh, hot! Ah! You, Huang Song-kyung!
I clawed my way out of hell.
What? This strength. So, you're using a talisman of iron, and with that many. Interesting. Excellent. Princess, fortune is finally smiling upon us. We must hurry back to the ruins.
Are we going to just let Huang go?
Don't worry about him. Those life-sucking talismans of iron will kill him.
I'll just take you down before I run out. Stop! God damn. Is the effect already wearing off?
Long!
Mina.
No, you're not. These talismans are draining your life, aren't they? Let it drain some of mine instead.
It's too dangerous.
No. Why do you always do this? We promised we would protect our homeland together, and yet you still shoulder the burden on your own.
I'm sorry.
There you go apologizing. Look, it's not that I want you to change. I know this is part of who you are. I just want you to let me help you for once.
Mina,
Please stop treating me like a child.
You're right.
Wow, these ruins bring back... I must thank you for gathering so many fragments of soul. You dispelled the barrier you've maintained for years, just to inform Huang of Song Dozhang's impending doom. A barrier like that would cause even an immortal like you to wither away. That must have been so exhausting.
Greed blinds you still, I see. You didn't realize I took down the barrier on purpose.
Listen to you.
Gabak, are you not going to destroy the Mirror of Evil's Bane?
Hmm? Oh, yes.
Oh, no, you don't.
Sneaking snake. I had a feeling you would show your face, and I see you discovered the solution to your Talisman of Iron Will problem.
Solution?
The adverse effects of the talisman can be shouldered by another, should they consent. That wretched girl has done so for you. You, the girl, Su-Hyun, the bond you all share is so touchy. Princess, allow us to become one and show this fool the strength.
You say the most disturbing things at times, Sword of Cursed Flames.
Behold! This is the ultimate power, and it is with this power that I will purge this world of its false beauty.
One Gabak, Sword of Cursed Flames. I shall vanquish the evils of the ages! Fight, Mina! I won't let the spirit you've given me go to waste. Desolation! Boulder!
I feel the power!
Victory will be mine! It's over! Victory will be mine! It's over! It's over! I have the advantage! Devastation!
What's wrong?
I don't know if I can withstand this.
Why does my body grow heavy?
You see, the stronger the adept, the faster and more punishing the drain.
What? You use the Talisman of Iron Will on me?
Huang, now's your chance to lead him before the Mirror of Evil's Bane.
Right.
Well done. Heaven's truth, illumination. Crystal skies, Earth's formation. Chasing winds, swift salvation. Manifest and come to my aid. Now, Huang, knock him into the center of the mirror.
Ah! No! Not the light!
You've done well, Huang. I apologize I could not be of more help.
No, I should be apologizing to you.
I did not think Soul Edge would end up being the sword of destruction. It is most fortunate you were able to resolve this matter.
It is all thanks to the advice you and many others provided me.
I would not have peace of mind if I were incapable of that much. Know that the Song Dojang will protect you from those who would do you harm.
You are too kind, Master.
Leaving so soon, Huang?
Yeah, I am.
I'll be waiting for you.
Telling her the truth about Soul Edge will only cause problems. I'm sure I'll be able to tell her everything someday. If I want to protect her, and the others I care about, I need to get stronger. Right. I'll be back.
I'm sorry about before. I promise I'll get even stronger so you can talk to me about— Just you wait and see.
Oh, Mina. I'll hold you to that.
Take care!
Thanks.
This is quite the failure. Veer and Zex will no doubt make fools of us.
You worry too much. We just got a little carried away is all. In time, we'll lay waste to Korea and Japan. At least we had fun, right? I'm sure we could get along just fine. Might I try my hand at coaxing him to our corner?
Do whatever you want. Oh, but do take our progress reports more seriously, Sword of Cursed Flames.
Yeah. How can I take it seriously when I'm addressed as Sword of Cursed Flames, though? If anything, it's their fault for giving me such a cool name.
Do you want Nightmare to kill you?
I apologize for the wait.
There you are, Secret Royal Inspector Huang Songyong. A domestic issue this time. Head to the royal capital. An individual swayed by stories of the Sword of Salvation has obtained a fragment of the cursed sword. To make matters worse, an enemy spy has caught wind of this as well.
Understood.
Think of it as an extra line of defense. Now go forth.
Right. I'm off.
I still have my doubts about him, but we must ensure he can do this much, yes? After all, if what you say is true, then his hardships are still yet to come.
Darkness envelops the moonless night. One man's blade flashes like lightning, his spirit a raging storm. From the shadows, he cuts through the darkness. His name is Huang Songyong. When the light of hope grows dim, a hero continues to fight for the land and people he loves. The names of the warriors whose fates were bound to the two swords have been etched into the very fibers of history.